Welcome back to Strength Cultures Podcast, number one in the hearts, number one in the charts. This is the season finale of season one of the Strength Culture Podcast. We've got 127 episodes in. Firstly, just want to say thank you very much to everybody that has followed the potty. We love the podcast community. We are not stopping. We're just simply taking a break. You may have felt the vibe in the last sort of month or so, but we're tired. The boys all have breaks coming up. There's been a big focus on just sort of like the actual job that we do to make sure that the next few months are all smooth for everyone involved. So we just need a break. I don't know exactly when we're going to come back. I would imagine about 6 weeks, mid-July. That's when Didier is back. Charlie comes back the following week. And then Buzz will still be away. But so I'm thinking and Donnie will also be close to coming back as well. So I think mid-July at some point we will come back with another episode. But there will be socials around it and the return. We have some new exciting things planned for the podcast with more online guests and opening up the guest pool a little bit to get some new interesting faces to roll through the podcast. So thank you very much for the support in season one. We really do appreciate it. The universe was also telling us that it's time to wrap this season up because for some reason, it hasn't happened before, but for some reason the cameras just stopped recording about 26 minutes in. So I apologize for the people that are watching on the YouTube. But yeah, let's get into the episode. Ciao. Little friendship brand.
Bracelet.
The girls made it for team champs, and when I put something on, it just doesn't come off.
Just doesn't come off.
Just one of those.
You just wear it.
Yeah,
Consistent. You're a consistent man.
Wear it to the end.
wear it till it snaps.
Yeah, welcome back to the final episode of season one. We got 127 episodes in, boys. First of all, clap around for the lads. Didier is obviously in Japan.
Shouts out.
Shouts out Dids. International
Sashimi.
Harajuku Didier.
It looks crazy, Japan.
Japan's mad.
Does look mad.
Yeah,
Everyone's loves it.
it does look sick.
Everyone that goes loves it.
It's the number one tourist spot, or most popular tourist destination.
It's very hot in Australia right now.
Going to Japan?
Yeah, I feel like everyone I meet is going to Japan.
Nah, it's back to European summers, man. Everyone's going to Europe this year.
That's it.
Everyone goes to Europe every year.
Nah, I feel like it's up again. I feel like it
was up and then COVID happened.
but I feel like it's right back to where it was.
Yeah, because I reckon
It's fear.
it was 2 years ago was like the year was like a bit unsure. The people that went were like, it was still very unsure with COVID. And then last year I think was the first proper year that you was like risk free, and then now it's back.
Now we're back. Borders are open.
The full traveling. You got confidence again.
Borders are open.
Borders are open.
Fucking pump the economy
Dan
up.
Andrews.
Greece is number one.
I've had flashbacks occasionally of that.
Of COVID.
It's crazy.
It is fucking wild.
It just happened.
There were aspects of it that I enjoyed.
Oh yeah, I had heaps.
Yeah.
I actually really liked it for a period, for like a year and a bit. I was all right with it.
I've learnt to implement aspects of lockdown into my life.
Just be miserable all the time.
No, it wasn't that miserable. No, there was aspects that I really liked. So like on Wednesdays, I have like lockdown days at home.
What the fuck?
No, I go to the gym though. Lockdown day, but go to the gym and train.
What does that mean? What does lockdown day mean?
Just do the things that I found pleasure in lockdown, like get up in the morning, coffee, walk Harry, do some work, cook lunch.
Sounds like a normal day.
Yeah, it's a normal day.
But it's a lockdown day. It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Put the NBA on.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to the gym in the afternoon when I get sick of it.
Yeah.
It's a lockdown day.
Nice.
Because what I'm saying is,
I don't understand how this is a lockdown
because
day.
when we were in lockdown, we were forced to stay home. So you had to stay home and find shit to do at home.
Yeah.
So like on a Wednesday, because I don't have to be at the gym.
Doesn't sound like you're doing anything though.
It just sounds like you're doing a normal day at home, working from home day.
Yeah, well, work from home day.
A work from home
It's a
day.
lockdown day.
Yeah.
I call it a lockdown day. No, you just don't. I don't make any other extracurricular activities. Book in anything.
Just keep the day open.
For nothing.
But lockdown.
Yeah.
Home. Work from home day.
Nice.
Do you do work?
Yeah, I do work.
Do you actually have it like structured as this is a lockdown day?
No,
Or is that just something random that popped in your head like 3 minutes ago? Or are you literally like, I like my Wednesdays because they're lockdown days?
Lockdown days. No, I've thought about this in the past where I was like, what were the positives that I liked out of lockdown? And that was some of the positives. Like, not having to do shit on the weekend sometimes. Like I like that. So like one day of the week, it's like, yeah, you can just chill at home. Like fuck making plans.
Ilche.
Because we feel like we've always got to make plans and do shit. But then no, I just kick back a little bit.
Kick back, relax. Lockdown Wednesdays.
Lockdown Wednesdays.
I might do that on Fridays. I work from home Fridays.
Lockdown
Not
Fridays.
anymore. They're lockdown days.
Lockdown days.
Fucking hell.
It's a self-inflicted lockdown.
Yeah. Just
5
wake up.
5 kilometer radius.
Wake up.
Make
wonder
a
how
coffee.
many, just wonder how many cases are left. How many cases today are? Fuck.
Anxiety about going, when is work back? Are we ever
Yeah.
going to make money again?
Don't go outside. Look out the window.
Wear a mask. Charlie's at home just fucking wearing a mask.
No, the actual lockdown itself was good. Like what you said, there's aspects, but it was the unknown and fitness. I remember the one thing that used to bug me a lot was just fitness never even getting mentioned. Yeah,
They hated us.
they just would never even mention when health and fitness was going to open up or when and it was just like every other fucking what were the main ones like schools obviously and what other
anything.
shops, restaurants would always get mentioned, and it was just health and fitness.
Gyms. Gyms are the breeding ground, mate. Heavy breathing.
I do one thing though that I like is you could see how much training and health and fitness affected people's mental health, having the lack of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Like it makes a big because on my lockdown days on a Wednesday lockdown days, I
Still go catch a pump.
I get 4:00 go to pump. Derrimut, get a pump.
Derrimut.
Derrimut, get a
So
pump.
You're not actually.
you don't train in the home gym, though. You
No,
train
I don't do that. Not that much.
fuck that.
lockdown.
It's not that lockdown.
Not that much. lockdown. I'm the premier. I'll make the rules.
Premier of Blonde
I'm the
Beach.
premier. I've got a fucking pass to go to Derrimut and back.
Yeah.
Exemption.
So I do that. Go to Derrimut and get a pump. Yeah, no, I think health and fitness
Yeah, I rate it.
makes a big difference to
Lockdown days.
which was we were fortunate to have the exemption. What was the fucking the national?
We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into how we navigate.
What's the fucking human? Who are the not the cops? I've forgotten the
Oh,
health.
they
and,
came. They ended up coming
They
to the
did
gym
come.
on the day that we tested our national
What were they
athletes.
called? Department of Health and Human Services.
Yeah.
They were out and about roaming the streets.
Everyone in there was like a national level athlete.
national level.
Someone definitely dobbed us. Who do you reckon dobbed us in that day? Actually, let's lay the context. So that you could get an exemption if you're a national level athlete. So we got everyone that powerlifted to just have like a printed out document that showed their best total was above the national level requirements.
Yeah.
And that they would qualify for
There was
nationals.
medical exemptions as well.
And then you could get medical exemptions. But the one day that we were going, because there was no nationals, it got cancelled.
Yeah.
And we were going to hold a testing day with our full team. There was like 15 national athletes, powerlifters. And then it was like, we're starting at 11 o'clock. And then like 10 past 11, DHHS or whatever,
Yep.
come rocking in. Who dobbed us in?
Someone dobbed us
Someone
in.
definitely fucking dobbed us in.
They were very nice.
Jokes on them. Came on the best day.
Came on the best day possible.
We passed. With flying colours.
Absolutely. We nailed it.
We passed.
Yeah.
Had the little COVID safe plan out the front.
The best part was I remember I went to the cop station I'd printed out the regulation. Like we're trying to do the right thing, make sure we covered our, and the cop he's like, why'd you come in here? And I was like, I checked, and he goes, couldn't have just called us? And I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, well, he goes, if it says it's there, it's fine. And that was it. Like that was the fucking.
Can I get that in writing, please?
Yeah, and he was like, I was like, this cunt does not give a fuck.
It's all right. The medical exemption was good.
Medically,
That was good for clients that needed it.
Medical
We'd probably cut this out, but we found a Dr. How Long, and then he just was just writing people exemptions.
Yeah.
Hey man, my elbow's sore.
Yeah,
Done. Exempt.
rehab.
Go to gym.
Rehab.
Go back to coaching.
Rehab.
Nah,
Anyway,
wild.
they're gonna come get us now. They show up tomorrow. The fine.
Yeah, that's all right.
4 years
right.
later. That's all right.
They'll come to
That's
you on
good.
Wednesday.
Oh, it's all right. There was some gyms.
Have you got an exemption to go to Derrimut?
Yeah, bad.
Written. Lockdown Wednesdays.
I'll dress up. If on your lockdown day, I'll dress up as a DHS officer. I'll come round. We'll make it the real thing. I'll
Yeah,
give you
real
grief.
deal. But you're not allowed in the door.
No, I'll
It's
stand
lockdown day.
1.5
It's a
meters
lockdown
away.
day.
Yeah.
What were the things you liked about lockdown?
I like had a nice routine. I had a nice routine, a home gym, spent a lot of family time. We were still living at home at the time. It was good. I woke
you were
up,
living at
I looked
home.
at it as a period, it was like early days of being a young coach. I'm like, all right, I'm going to get the most out of this. And it was just like I had structure and routine, and it was nice. And I was doing things that I really enjoyed. It wasn't like grinding for the sake of it. It was just like really got to train. I like training. and like I was fortunate enough to have equipment at home, be it home with family, and then also just like read the shit I wanted to read, which is about training and stuff at the time. That was really it was good for me. It was good. Rode my bike a lot.
Yeah, that's when the riding started.
Yeah.
It was good.
That was in the riding.
There were
started.
qualities of it that were good.
I think what I think is that those things that you just mentioned are probably similar things that I really enjoyed from it as well. So when I say I'm having lockdown days, I'm trying to implement those things into life.
It's just doing shit for yourself.
Because we get caught in the hustle and bustle and feel like we've constantly got to be doing shit. And that podcast I was telling you, Mo Gawad, whatever he's Mo Gawad, I don't know his name.
Yeah.
Anyway, the unstressable. But yeah, he was saying that kind of shit, like having that downtime. That shit that we had more of in lockdown because where he goes, you constantly feel like you've got to fill your life with shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a good video I watched on that the other day. It was on Matt Diavella. Have you seen him?
No.
You like him? He's a YouTuber. He produced the Minimalism documentary, and there's this, I forgot what it was, but the author of this book called Essentialism, and it's pretty much like just saying yes for yourself. And it's like with this need to grind, the hustle and bustle, like time on the phone, like you're saying yes to everything else.
Yeah.
And it's just plugging holes where you don't actually have time for yourself. You're not doing the things that really matter to you, and your time's less intentional, and you're spread thin across fucking 8,000 different things. Yeah. I think that was probably like you're forced to do things that you like, and probably one thing at a time, not like.
And that's the big. It's from what you said, to take home from lockdown. That's what I mean when I'm having lockdown days. It's like trying to just the things that I enjoy doing.
Step back a little bit.
If like for one thing that I really like, when I'm on holiday, I'll read a lot. So I've made reading a lot more of like reading fiction as well, not reading fucking shit to learn. Because I used to have this thing that you had to only read to learn. Like that was, I don't know, maybe just coming out of uni. It's like, but again, it's like reading the same way you'd watch a fictional show, read fiction to learn. I find that half an hour is quite refreshing, recharging for me. So like making pretty much to do that most days now, like having that little, which I would do in lockdown because you had nothing else to do. You had so much time. So just adding little things like that in.
The video is called The Disciplined Pursuit of Less.
The discipline, yeah. I feel like I've been doing that. I have. No, I reckon I have.
Yeah. I started reading fiction.
Yeah. What do you read?
Man, Angels and Demons. Dan Brown.
Oh, Dan Brown. Fuck, you got the heavy shit.
Bro, I've read it before. I really liked it. I read
good.
Angels and Demons. I've read Angels and
first one,
Demons.
yeah,
That's the
and
first one.
Da
But
Vinci Code.
I went on Kindle and I'm like, all right, I'm not going to reread it if there's no sequels. But there's 5 Robert Langdon books. So Da Vinci Code. There's Angels, Demons, Da Vinci Code, and then a whole bunch of other ones.
Mad.
It's 'cause it's like crime thriller.
Fiction's the best.
It's hectic.
I fucking love fiction.
Page turner.
Laura likes fiction.
Yeah, absolutely. She reads all those smut books. Yeah. The
What's
fucking
smut?
Rose and Thorn or whatever.
Fucking what's
yeah.
her name? Yeah, I fucking just.
Bridgerton.
But yeah.
Just smut. Porn in words.
Yeah, no, I've realised I
It's,
don't like that at all.
You don't like it?
I-
You don't
well,
like erotica?
No, I read Fourth Wing, and Fourth Wing has
Too
like.
much love story, yeah?
Well, no, it's fantasy, and it's got a lot of elements of like Game of Thrones and fucking that kind of shit. But then there is
Game of Thrones and fucking.
there's the love story shit tied in, and I just don't care for. Like,
You don't
I
love
just,
the love suspense?
I just don't like. Yeah, it doesn't like.
passion?
Love suspense.
I'm back into my thrillers now. Read
Yeah.
the thrillers
Nice.
about murders and shit. It's good and twisted.
Twisted.
Psychological thrillers.
Dark and twisted.
Dark and twisted.
Um,
Gothic. How do we get? That's a recap thing. We started recapping lockdown.
we just recapped lockdown. I don't even know how we got there.
Just
Actually,
reminiscing, fam.
highlight of lockdown was when Jamie and I did a podcast with Chad Wesley Smith.
That was
at
the
2
final podcast.
at 2 a.m.
That was the final one.
James, I don't give a fuck. He's like, let's just fucking do it whenever it suits for him. And it was like 1 a.m.
Yeah, it was like 1 a.m.
Started-
Tuned in the bloody... I'd have to go back and listen to that actually on the quantum lifting
Yeah.
episodes.
Chad Wesley.
Yeah.
Chad Wesley.
You could almost call that season 1 of the podcast. Not
is
really.
season 2 now.
This is season 1.
Pre-season.
That was pre-season.
Pre-season.
I was just getting the reps up.
Practice.
Yeah, getting the reps up, get the reps in. But no, we're obviously having a small break. We're not going to say when we'll be back because there's just a lot going on. I know we chatted last week with it, trying to transition a couple of the guest episodes to online stuff so that we can expand our guest pool. So we've got to set all that sort of stuff up. And then all the boys are taking their breaks and stuff. So I'm not exactly sure, but I'm assuming that it would probably be towards the middle of July. We'll be back somewhere in there. and we'll be back for season 2. But we were going to just spend a bit of time recapping some of the funny shit that has happened over the last few years. What are we? 126. When did we start this?
2
Just at
years.
the end of 2021, I think.
We moved in here July.
It was the end of that year.
July 2021. It was the
2021.
end of that year, yeah.
Yeah.
It's end of 2021.
Bro, the photo of you on Drake's head is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. You seen
The
that?
thumbnail.
Thumbnail?
The thumbnail.
There's a thumbnail with
Yeah,
you
I saw
on Drake, on one of Drake's album covers.
I had a couple of people. You know how I said I think I was listening to the Scorpion album?
Yeah.
I had a couple of people message me like, "That's the shittest album ever." Like, listen to this, and I was like, I just was like, I'm not actually gonna go. Like, I'm not a Drake person.
Nah.
It was just a once-off thing. I was
When
just
you had-
like,
because you listen to Scorpion, bro.
yeah, that's why I probably. No, I'm just not a Drake. I just I know, like I don't not. Well,
Do you like
listen
hip
to
hop
it.
at all?
I will
Watch the Throne.
listen to it, and it doesn't phase me. It's like, so you know when Screamo's on down there, and we're like, oh my god, like
Screamo
your
sucks.
skin like curdles, your fucking stomach curdles. Is that the word I'm looking
Skin
for?
curdles.
Skin curdles. Skin crawls when the Screamo's
I actually
on.
just get an instant migraine when
Yeah.
I hear it.
So hip hop's not like that at all. Like I like it can be. I don't like gravitate towards it.
Yeah.
Well, I like Watch the Throne. I like that album.
Watch the Throne is like a core memory for me
Yeah.
because of it was when we played at under 19s at De
Yeah,
La
it was
Salle,
like just out of high school.
and I used to drive down Koonung Road on the way to training and games.
Yeah.
And I used to just blast the very first song on the album. I don't know what it is, but
No Church in the Wild.
and the one with Beyonce, the Lift Off one, Lift Off with Beyonce.
No Church in the Wild.
And I was driving I used to call it the Granny Smith, my grandma's car, the white
the
fucking
white
beat
one.
up Toyota, like had done like 300,000 kilometers.
I remember that car.
Just like blasting it through the cassette reader tape with the aux cord.
Oh, those
That's
things.
right.
Mate,
I had one of
proper
them
core
too.
memory.
I had one of
Temperamental.
them. Yeah, my memory associated memory of Watch the Throne is going down to our holiday house before we sold it in Blairgowrie and getting up at 5 a.m. to watch James Magnussen come second in the Olympics in the 50 or the 100 meter freestyle. That was my memory.
He's
And driving.
jabbing. He's doing the
Yeah,
fucking
he's doing
Juice
the
Olympics.
jabbing Olympics.
And the AOC guy, the Australian Olympic Committee or the chairman or whatever has come out and be like, you're blacklisted from Olympic history and tradition and all that. Like just
Why?
slammed him.
He
'Cause
competed natural though.
Yeah, I know, but he's like supporting the other side now. They must have paid him.
He said more money. I watched his interviews, TV interviews. Like, it's money. It's what else did he say? It was like a career after your peak.
Yeah.
Like after your
I got
athletic
nothing wrong
peak.
with it. He did the Olympics. If he did the Olympics naturally, he's fine.
Yeah.
In the clear, mate. Go for it.
I agree with that, but the Australian Olympic team is not happy. Not the team, but like the board members of the Australian.
You know
It's
why?
just like it's a drugs are bad and
Yeah, yeah.
like that
they're,
sort
they're
of
very.
situation.
It's black and white.
Yeah.
Maybe because we've been in this world, powerlifting, bodybuilding. It's a very known thing.
It's way more open.
It's very openly spoken about. You're on gear. You're not on gear. Natty, not natty federations.
Yeah.
Whereas the Olympics is still.
Yeah, but they're all on it as well.
They're all on it
They'll
anyway.
just
Well,
get
apparently
popped
that day when we had Keen and Angus in here, fucking Usain
Everyone's
Bolt.
getting popped.
Yeah.
Everyone's getting popped, man.
Usain Bolt's
Just watch
fucking
Icarus.
967 was not natty, apparently.
Wait, Usain Bolt get popped?
No, so
No,
they're saying
that's
that
what they were
everyone in that era has been popped.
Yeah.
There's only one person that hasn't, and it's Bolt. So is he protected, or like that was the whole conversation?
Yeah, okay.
Was he
Yeah.
on it as well, and they've protected him, or is he actually just that good?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
If everyone around him was popped,
Why
similar to like the Lance Armstrong
why is
thing.
he the outlier?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
okay.
natural and not popped.
We watch Icarus.
Yeah.
They're all on it.
They're
All
all
the
on it.
cycles. I know it's an Olympic, but it's an Olympic sport. And you got Sochi.
And cyclists are
The
fucking,
Sochi thing was fucked.
Yeah.
the Olympics,
So cooked.
Winter
The-
Olympics.
how the Russians-
State-sponsored doping program.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
KGB,
Icarus.
secret tunnels, fucking
Yeah, like drilling holes in the walls, like
Yeah.
passing tests out.
The piss test.
unreal.
It's fucking wild.
But yeah, so this non-natty Olympics, what's the go with it?
It's in Queensland at some point. I don't know when it is.
The enhanced Olympics. But have you seen one of the promos? It is horrendous. And it's like the fastest man on earth.
Yeah, but no one knows his name.
No one knows his name, and it's him apparently narrating it, and he's talking. It's just like, yeah, right, man.
Jeez, mate.
So who have they
Yeah,
found?
it's cheesy
Gouda.
as. Yeah.
Who have they found? Because this is the thing. It's like,
You'd know who he is.
huh?
You'd know who he is.
Yeah, with social media now, absolutely you would know.
Yeah, no, you're saying we would if it was.
Yeah, 100%.
No, what I'm saying is, like James Magnussen now, 12 years past his prime, we wanted to see him 12 years ago on gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not 12 years, but
It
past
would be
his prime.
interesting to see, though, with like championship pedigree, even though he's past his prime, what Gas would do.
Because they've got the training habits, they know how to train, all that shit. Like, they're not.
Because, like, I don't know this, but if you're freely gassing versus gassing with the intent to hide it, surely the drugs you'd be using are different.
Yeah,
surely
so
you'd be able to,
Quantities and stuff.
surely you'd be able to do more potent shit if you don't have to hide it.
There's a few, so he can openly do it, so he can do whatever he wants, without having to hide it and crap.
Yeah, or die. Like, that's
Or
fucking-
die.
Yeah.
And then he's also got he's an athlete. So
Yeah.
you know.
So it's like, is it like if he is past his prime, like how much will drugs do? Or is it your prime plus like a smaller amount of, who knows? Like the questions are pretty cool.
Just going to take a very quick break here to let you know that we are available for both online and in-person coaching here at Strength Culture. If you're a regular listener of the podcast, you enjoy the chat that we have about training and goals and the outcomes that we get for ourselves and our clients, we'd love to work with you. We love working with people that are looking to push performance-based goals. So that's getting stronger, getting into powerlifting, maybe pushing the hybrid style of training of structured conditioning work alongside strength and hypertrophy training in the gym. We love working with all of those sort of outcomes. So if you're somebody that has identified that you want more from your training, we would be happy to help. And you can find more information about all our options in the first link down below.
Who is the fastest man on earth? Who are they claiming is the fastest man on earth?
Don't know, man. Watch the video and keep
He
stay
doesn't have
tuned
any,
for the enhanced Olympics.
no social media, no,
social media.
attention, no nothing.
He's one of those guys.
I think to really answer the question, you need like a simulation of the two different. You need the same person. You need Usain Bolt. Let's say that he was natural. You need
In
Usain
2008
Bolt from
in Beijing.
2008, but then you need a simulated Usain Bolt that's also just pinning hard.
Anadrol.
Yeah, just like
Beijing.
fully like
We want Beijing.
just trapped up.
Beijing Usain Bolt.
What do you mean?
Beijing 2008 Olympics.
Is that when? Is that his peak?
Oh, he won 3. That was his first one.
Yeah.
So, well, maybe we'll take London.
Yeah, we'll take London.
London.
No,
So
we'll take
that's
Beijing.
Beijing would be early.
Yeah.
Well, no. When did he do 9?
Yeah, we'll get him that whole period. We'll get a full Olympic.
Oh, we'll get
Olympic
8 years.
cycle. We'll get 8 years out of
fucking
him.
Usain Bolt.
And we'll get the simulated, gassed up, G'd up Usain Bolt and just let him go. Let him cook,
let him
as they
do it.
say.
Let him
Usain
cook.
Bolt and
on the streets.
Broderick Chavez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broderick.
Did he come on this podcast?
He never came on the podcast. He trained
He's
at the
trained,
gym
yeah.
here, though.
Trained
That
at
was
the
one
gym.
wild day.
That was a wild day.
That was watching him on the leg extension was scary.
Yeah.
He was summoning something
Yeah.
dark.
Wild. Just wild.
It was dark.
We're going to. I want to recap one of the things that popped up was the gay TikTok, the gay talk.
Gay talk.
Gay talk. How did we end up on gay talk, Charles?
Dan
Serlin.
spotting Dan Serlin. His bum. It's just the whole video. It was a candid video. His bum hit my dick. The dick. You can see it like
it was a
flick.
nice graze. It was a smooth
graze.
graze.
Smooched.
And then
Smooched
if
the
you know
dick.
Dan Serlin, you know he's going to find that funny. He's not like it's not going to be like an awkward, or he like laughs, haha. Like, it's just the whole video. It was
So he
just,
just turned back over his shoulder and smile at you sort of
Yeah.
situation. That's what he would do
and then Donnie made it into a reel, posted it, and it went viral.
with the weekend track.
And then I was getting emails and messages and fucking everything.
You were getting hunted online.
You could have capitalized on that hard. Sold your jocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easy. Trained in jocks. People fetishize lifting.
You could still do it.
Easy.
You can still do it. You can do all that shit. There's a Foot Finder fucking website, Feet Finder,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where you like women take people. It's
Yeah. I saw
anyone take it.
yeah, anyone. Yeah, my feet, all my tinea feet.
Yeah.
Fresh
Just
after-
photos of your athletes.
Fresh after a
Just under
10K run.
like just you scratching it.
Yeah.
ASMR of you
Yeah.
scratching the tinea.
Some-
Yeah, we'll get a
Man.
mic right next to it.
Some weird cunt.
She's great. Just fucking.
Some weird cunt would be out
the
there.
heel.
Some weird cunt would like ask for send me the shavings in a bottle,
Absolutely.
and they fucking put it on their
Fetishes are hectic, man.
Yeah.
There are some wild fetishes.
because they like knowing the name or they like knowing the person associated to the feet.
Just face with the foot.
Oh, really?
I think that's
The
the,
foot
whole
has
thing.
a
So, like,
personality.
you can go up and look at a foot on fucking line. Obviously, you can just Google feet
Yeah.
or whatever.
But that's not good enough.
Is it the thrill of the purchase of someone's foot photo, though?
it's probably all that, and knowing that that's the person and it's their feet.
Because this is the one thing I don't understand about OnlyFans. I don't get OnlyFans. There's free porn. Go for it.
I think it's.
Is it the thrill?
It's the thrill
I
of
would say it's knowing that person potentially, like someone that you know, or it's a friend of a friend. It'd be all that shit.
you follow their content.
Follow them. You know who they are. You must see
So
them in the
weird.
street. I don't know.
It's the thrill of it.
See them at Derrimut.
Charlie's going to start OnlyFans.
Right, Derrimut is like you go there at 1 o'clock on a Monday, and it's. It has
I
to
don't know
be.
if you can.
I reckon
understand the
leave it
part.
in and just beep that past so people are like, "What did he say?"
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like when they.
I like that.
I like when they don't know.
No, I'll work it out.
Yeah, just beep it.
I didn't think it was too bad, but I understand what you mean.
But I saw they're doing a new deal.
Oh, yeah?
168 for 12 months.
Oh, no.
We're slashing the price. It's even cheaper. So yeah, guys, if you want to
I'll not recap this at all, but if we're going to recap, I reckon the Derrimut arc. I know it's kept on, but you were shouting out Derrimut. You were plugging.
Yeah, mate. Fuck. You know what? I'll say one bad thing about Derrimut. I gave him like 6 weeks of fucking.
Free promo.
Bro,
free promo.
that was the Derrimut arc on the podcast is fucking
big.
hilarious.
That
You
was-
were shouting out. You were promoting Derrimut more than Strength Culture by
was.
far.
That's when because I was like just. Yeah, because before COVID, I had trained at Hammer House, and then coming back from I was just training at work, and then I realized how important it was for me to have a gym away from work as well, just to separate the two. And I was full in Derrimut. It was the new shiny toy.
It was absolutely it was.
So I'm still training there, so fucking still there.
Still promoing it.
Still promoing it.
198 if you want to join up at Derrimut.
168.
168.
Mate,
Sorry, who
Mate,
am
it's
I?
basically free
168. That is fucking
for 12
ridiculous.
months,
Holy
or it's
shit.
$6 direct debit, cancel anytime.
Yeah. Fucking look at this guy.
Man, I walk past the sign
you
every
got the
day.
You got the sign
They
up
got like
fucking
6
link.
signs as you walk in. I've just fucking, you know, when you
He's probably got the QR code tattooed on him. Yeah, just scan my quad, sign up.
They've decimated other gyms, man.
They would have.
Yeah, well, they've
decimated all those. I trained at Nitro Bayside Monday morning. So I have a friend that trains there, and anyway.
Nitro base. Is that the Morty Alec Brayside one?
Yeah, not necessary backstory, but anyway, I trained with a mate there on Monday,
Yeah.
and there was like I don't know, 15 people in there.
So
So 6 a.m., which is like it's a prime time
Yeah.
for pre-training.
Some could argue though that you would like that because the downside of Derrimut is that it is very busy.
This is what the mate I was training with said. He's trained there consistently over the last however many
And has he
years,
seen
and he
the
goes the
numbers
second it opened, he goes it went like just people disappeared from it. And he loves it though. It's mad.
Because I personally,
Free gym.
I'm fortunate enough that I can train around the peak hours with obviously work. So, but if I was training there just in peak hours, I reckon it'd get annoying.
For sure.
I'd
But
probably
people love that though.
I love that.
100%.
So I'd probably prefer if I had to train 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. at night, I'd probably prefer a Nitro.
You think about the people rocking a 9 to 5. They hit the 9 to 5 on the trade. They go catch up with their mates afterwards. Think of the demographic 20 to 28, 29, 30.
Yeah.
Like that's it. They go there 2 hours. They don't give a shit that things are taken. They're probably not on program. A lot of people.
Yeah, well, that's the thing because I'm
Just
on
go there, fuck
program. I
around.
get frustrated when I can't get the peak. Like I
Can't
want
use the
Yeah.
Panada low decline incline.
No, well, like they've only got. So I've been doing in my program Smith machine incline press, and there's only 3 there, and they're always taken. There's always someone doing fucking 50 kilo good mornings, always in the Smith machine, always. So yeah, like I would prefer a gym like Nitro if I was training peak hours.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because it is fucking ridiculously busy at peak hours.
Yeah.
It's quieting down. But I would have thought with the new, we'll drop the prices even further, so fucking bigger peak. But yeah, what other gyms? There's a Zap like right next to it.
No, we're not talking about other gyms. What's your favourite, other than Derrimut, what's your favourite thing that we've done on the potty, Charles? I think the Christmas special was fucking
that's
pretty
the
hot.
Christmas special was fucked.
Fucking Paul Fricky destroyed us. He destroyed us.
I destroyed myself.
Someone went back. Oh, James George. Shouts out
But
James
he wasn't.
George.
Paul was not making those drinks. Like they're not the way you would buy them in a bar. He was.
No, he
fucking,
was hand pouring
he
the
was
shit out of
fucking bit of fucking extra there.
And we had shots come out. There was red wine at one stage.
Oh, that was everything.
I haven't been that
Cocktails.
drunk in like. I don't think I actually get that drunk normally ever.
Yeah.
So since we were like 18, we're back when we were kids. But like now, I don't get that drunk.
I don't think I've
He
ever been
fucked
that
us.
Yeah.
That's the drunkest I've been in recent.
I actually
years.
think that's my highlight. I think that's it. I think that was my highlight of season 1.
That is probably the highlight. The cloud tours were a lot of
Cloud
fun.
tours.
That tours are mad.
They're a lot of
was
fun.
mad. I only did Sydney. You guys did
In the
both.
favelas.
The favelas of
Favelas of Bronte.
Tamarama. Fucking $4 million apartment.
And the
favela.
rest.
That was a sick apartment.
That was a wild
because
apartment.
it was big and quite long, and the master bedroom at the back was big where you guys were sleeping.
Yeah.
And it was
then
a
had
massive apartment, stunk like fart.
Prime time far.
It had the fucking sick view of the beach.
Man, it was wild.
It was a sick apartment.
So we did a podcast there, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Will Berkman. Will Berkman came back.
I left for that one.
Will Berkman's got a nice apartment.
He does.
I liked his apartment
Yeah.
too.
We had Timmy Tance
We had
in
Tim
there.
Taranto in there.
Yeah.
And I remember Tim Taranto walked down. He's like, "This apartment is fucking sick." He's like, "I want it." It was a sick apartment.
Yeah.
But the highlight, yeah, that apartment, man.
That apartment was the highlight.
It was wide
apartment.
and it was long.
I'd like to do more cloud. They're just very difficult to organise and obviously very costly.
We'll go to Greece.
Yeah.
Kyriakos Grizzly. We'll get
That
him.
would be cool.
Go to Greece.
We'll get that gym owner.
We'll do a
Which one?
quick little
Gym owner that
diversion.
makes you use a
Santorini.
towel.
Fuck
Santorini
that.
gym
No.
owner. The one gym on Santorini
Fuck
Island.
that guy.
Fuck him.
I'm gonna go take a shit on his doorstep
Oh,
this year.
Charlie.
Fuck that guy. I hated that guy. I hated that gym.
You're not going back?
Fuck no.
No?
Fuck that.
Are you planning on training at all? Oh, I think we said that
Oh,
we might do some runs.
Yeah,
Might
no,
do
I
some runs.
spoke. I was chatting with Paul Fricky the other day because we were running together and just like
Highlight of the podcast is Charlie's name dropping.
Paul Fricky.
Your name
We were
dropping.
chatting. Well, he was the guy that was making us cocktails in the Christmas episode too, which are running on Saturday. And yeah, it was just like, I was like, oh, it's a good way to see shit.
Yeah.
And you get and they don't need to be like fucking long runs. I go 20, 30 minutes. Just fucking.
Smacked my second 20-minute run.
How was it?
Did 4 kilometres.
4Ks. You're doing 5-minute pace.
Smacked it.
Nice.
Felt really good. My shanks didn't hurt as much.
That's usually what happens.
Yeah.
You
Might
that's fast.
Might
That's
do my
good.
second one. I might
Faster
do
than
my third
me.
one today. Tonight, maybe.
Faster than me.
Yeah. I've been enjoying it. Just put
good.
the watch on.
You gotta go slow. Keep your heart rate low.
Is that a thing,
Yeah,
is it?
slow and low, mate.
No, well,
Tender.
yeah, you'll fucking if you just keep running, you're running them flat out, aren't you?
I burnt the last 500 meters. Like I was pushing,
Yeah.
and it was like dark, and I was just like running up the hill in Carnegie, the final up the street, just powering up the street. So yeah, I'm pushing them,
Nice.
just staying hard. You know,
Stay hard.
discipline is freedom. Charlie,
This is that what Jocko
Willink
said?
Willink.
Discipline is
Willink.
freedom.
Willink.
Why does he think discipline's
That's
freedom?
his whole shtick. That if you are disciplined enough in enough areas of your life, that eventually that will lead to you actually being free.
What is his definition of free?
Well, I think it would be whatever you
Discipline, bro.
define it as.
I'm just
You're
trying.
successful. You're healthy. You're like whatever you define as like success. Like for your health, discipline in eating the good things and not just succumbing to that little
Yeah.
feeling in your head like, oh, I'm just gonna fucking eat another pizza.
Well, I did that yesterday. So I bought a bag of Doritos from the supermarket,
Yeah,
and I was like, because I usually when I'm not caring about my weight, I'll just eat the whole fucking thing.
yeah.
I was like, nah, discipline.
Discipline.
So
there
I
you go.
weighed out 2 serves. I put it in a Ziploc bag. I brought it with me with my lunch.
you fucking oath, Charles.
Discipline.
Ziploc the Doritos.
Ziploc, 50 grams. It was, I was like, I can fit that in. And then I was like,
Oh yeah, how's your mini cut going?
it's gone down 800 grams.
Yeah, nice.
But the weekend was a bit difficult. I ran into a few roadblocks.
Were you disciplined in them?
A whole bag of Doritos.
No, not a whole bag of Doritos. It was just hard. I was out all
2
weekend.
Ziploc bags.
I was literally
50 gram.
Saturday morning. I was out all day. Sunday also out.
Definitely not a lockdown day.
No, it was not a lockdown day, not a lockdown weekend. It was just hard to try. So I did the best I could. I made adjustments. Sunday night, I had virtually a protein shake and like something very, very, very small for dinner. And then, just don't sweat it. Started it again yesterday and was bang on yesterday. I'll be bang on and I'll be fine. It is what it is. Weight still came down, 800 grams.
Nice. 800 down.
And walking heaps, walking way more. It's funny when you've got the goal, the habits. I walk way more. I make it an effort to walk morning and night.
Yeah, I think setting a goal
I walk
is massive.
heaps.
Walk heaps. I'm better.
I
I'm just
walk
better.
a
I'm
lot.
more organised with our supermarket.
Oh, discipline equals freedom.
Discipline.
Are
is
you
freedom.
seeing how discipline is now freedom,
Yeah,
Charles?
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Your freedom is whatever you...
Man, the best thing we've ever fucking discovered is click and collect.
Yeah?
Woolies. Man, we order it. We do it online. Bang, pick it up tomorrow.
I enjoy a Woolies walk.
I
though.
love a Woolies
I
shop.
fucking hate it.
Not
Really?
a fan?
I hate it.
Why?
I just hate it. I hate walking up and down the fucking aisles,
I love it.
not knowing where anything is.
I enjoy it. That's because you don't. Do you go to the
Right,
same
you-
supermarket
Yeah, I
every
do.
time?
I do.
You just gotta relax, man.
I do.
You just gotta embrace it.
I just hate doing the shop.
Oh, I like it.
The click and collect, unbelievable. On the laptop, you're in your kitchen, so you know exactly what you need. You click and bang, bang, bang. Next day, pick it up, bang, they wheel it out, bang, your car, go home.
Bang bang.
Bang. It's good for
Discipline.
avoiding
Bang.
unnecessary purchases.
And you buy way less random shit, and I reckon we spend less money too because we do.
Because you're not walking around hungry.
You're not walking around
Yeah.
buying bags of Doritos.
Bags of Doritos.
So yesterday
yeah.
I was in there, had to buy a
No
couple things,
discipline.
bag of Doritos.
Way more discipline
Bag of Doritos.
online. Are you boys cooking your steaks?
Doritos are crazy.
Yeah, I cooked mine.
You cooked yours?
Yeah,
How'd you go?
good charcoal barbecue.
You went just full charcoal?
yeah,
still in the
we
freezer.
Did reverse sear situation.
You did?
But on the charcoal
Yeah.
barbie. It was good.
Smacked it?
Smacked it.
It was really good. It's good steak.
I saw you made a video.
I made a video. I said I was going to make a video.
I haven't even taken mine out of the freezer
I
yet.
got a message, James. Thanks, James Knoll.
James Noel, shouts
Really
out.
What cut of meat is it? A ribeye?
It's a ribeye.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fatty fuck, isn't it? That's right. We'll make it work. Trying to get shredded, man.
No Doritos today, bro.
Absolutely.
That's Doritos, yeah.
Another highlight for me has been push pull run. I fucking love push pull run. I think that's a mad idea.
Being a fucking intermediate.
Being a long term intermediate. Yeah, who
Long-term
was that?
intermediate.
What was that? Balinsky.
Someone-
Shouts out Pat Balinsky. You
But
went in to
you know
defend
what?
us.
Though exactly what he said was spot on. With who is anyone to say what people's goals are? Like, yeah, I just like even powerlifting in itself. Doing a squat, bench, and dead in those three is like that's just someone's just made that a thing.
Made it a sport, yeah.
Doesn't need to be the only thing you measure your
training success
training
from.
against with anything. And it's like some people prefer to fucking
But also, shut up.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can progress to be pretty fucking strong and pretty fast. Imagine it's like, oh, my first sport was push, pull, run. You know what I mean? Like, my first pursuit was benching heavy or just lifting heavy and running fast. Like, who gives a fuck? You're not going to shit on that person. It's just from this powerlifting realm where, like, no other sport or no other pursuit of fitness exists.
Yeah.
It's like such a niche that you forget.
That's
get
what I was trying to
powerlifting
say,
and bodybuilding, and like actually forget the entire world of general fitness
Well,
exists.
I always
And
just
it's
come
just
back to
like-
Ronnie Coleman was doing 2 hours of cardio a day.
But also, it's like
like-
it's the bodybuilding and powerlifting world.
They were doing this shit anyway.
Well, I think you're making two different
It's
points.
two
here.
different points.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
It's
we're
two
on the
different
same
points.
side. We're making two different
We're on the
points.
same
but
side.
I'm not
Hang on,
arguing.
I wanna
I'm just
finish,
saying.
yeah.
I'm just saying that.
Yeah, we're on the same side. But people in bodybuilding and powerlifting actually forget that fitness exists.
Yes.
That fitness is more than
It's
strength
a
or body
way
comp.
wider,
Way
broader.
wider.
Yeah.
Powerlifting and bodybuilding is niche.
It's very niche.
General fitness, which is lifting and doing cardio, is not niche.
And-
that is what everyone does by
Yeah.
default. It's when you do your PT certs, that's what you learn about. When you do exercise and sport science, it's not powerlifting or bodybuilding. Like the general and the more common trend, or like what normal training is training all
And-
qualities at once.
Yeah, and then
I
they
would argue-
fine tune and pigeonhole into a pursuit.
Exactly.
i.e. powerlifting.
I'm
or
gonna-
bodybuilding.
That's it. And then what if people have got the issue with the word hybrid training being a fad? It's like, all right, whatever. Maybe the word is fad-like or it
two
is
things.
trendy as the word.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just exercising.
So I actually tend to agree a little bit with that. What that guy said,
What's that?
being like not from the lifetime intermediate. When I said, but I look at myself. If I wanted to chase that 800 kilo total and that real hyper specific training, probably dropping 5 kilos and running 30 Ks a week. Not the best.
Yes, but that guy's saying lifetime intermediate in the context of powerlifting.
Powerlifting, yes.
Not everything.
I fully
What I'm
agree
saying
with
is
you.
not everything's about powerlifting.
I'm being the straw man. What am I doing?
No, you've been the steel man.
Steel man.
But also, we're all lifetime intermediates at every physical
Yeah.
pursuit anyway.
Yeah.
Like even
Because you could be an advanced hybrid athlete, whatever the fuck that
Yeah.
means.
Yeah, but
like,
even you taking your 800 total, you just go one level up, leave Australian nationals, go to
Yeah, it's
Worlds, and
900.
you come fucking 48th, and
yeah, this cunt's doing 950.
you get popped by a 16-year-old.
John
from America.
John Sheridan tags me in a reel the other day, and I can't even remember who this guy was, but he's got this series where he's like being a hybrid athlete, part 1, part 2, and he's like taking the piss out of hybrid athletes. And some of the comments on there, I was like, it was so funny because it was like, man, love this content. Hybrid training, the biggest scam to come into the fitness industry ever.
oh.
And I'm like, do people realize that hybrid is just a word that it's just fucking conditioning? It's training for a conditioning event and doing some lifting simultaneously. That's all it is.
strength work,
lifting.
That is all it fucking is.
Yeah.
Bit of bodybuilding, run a half marathon. bit of bodybuilding, bit of strength, run a faster 10K.
So what did people? You just everyone needs to powerlift. Is that not that argument? Because the argument
I
is
think
coming.
the argument is that you need to focus your efforts in one area.
Okay.
I think that would be the foundation of the argument.
And there's nothing wrong with
sick.
that either.
There's nothing wrong with it, but also like why? From them, you know.
Yeah,
from that, why do you need to focus on one thing? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like sick,
You
good
can
on
enjoy it.
Good, no, that's what I mean.
That's-
Like good
yeah.
on. You know, I'm saying
Colin
good on
Webb.
you for doing that, but I'm saying on the other end,
Yeah.
like why do you give a fuck? Like I'm like good on you for
Dude,
power-
that's what I can't
and focusing on
understand.
one thing. Like, but why do you give a fuck on someone focusing on
Yeah.
two? No shit, they're gonna get slower progress in that context when they're trying to push up a limit as opposed to focusing on one stressor.
Because something I've noticed as well when I've gone down more of exactly what I'm doing now, bodybuilding and running, is that just my general well-being is better because I'm doing what I actually enjoy doing.
Yeah, but you shouldn't do that because you're focusing on two
Should have
things.
tasted 800
You shouldn't do
total
that.
and been depressed.
You shouldn't do it. It's
You
like
should have been a slightly better intermediate lifter, Charlie.
I should have been slightly better. Should have checked. Well, this is the thing.
You could have had all that
Yeah.
glory, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All, that
All the
glory
glory,
could have
bro.
been yours,
I was
Charles.
not happy at all.
Yeah, but fuck your
happiness, man. You should focus on one thing, bro.
But I have discipline. This is the argument.
Glory.
This is the argument. He's like, I'm running running at the moment. I did 28K last week total.
Yeah,
Who
fucking
gives a shit,
sucks,
bro?
Man. Fuck your 28K.
Well, maybe
You suck, man.
No, but maybe I'm going to be a fucking hectic runner.
Not with those Doritos in your back.
You won't though. You won't though, because on the other end, also, what being a good runner is, don't.
Oh, I'm just intermediate at both.
no,
fuck.
you're not even intermediate. Don't. You'll piss off someone in the comment section.
Yeah.
Why?
Too dichotomous.
Oh,
Two dichotomous,
Oh,
bro.
now we're starting.
The definition of
Definition
good.
of good.
You're a
I
bottom
will say
dweller.
this. I will say this. On Saturday, I did a really good run, 14K.
No, you didn't.
It was shit.
For me, it was a,
fucking intermediate.
for me,
good
it
for
was a
you.
good
Make
run.
sure you define that.
It was
alright?
good for me. Shit by everyone else's standards. It's good for me. It was the first time ever I actually felt like my shanks have conditioned. No, I'm like, and I could just keep going.
Yeah.
It's taken me 18 months of running, but we've gotten there.
You got there. Shanks have caught up.
The shanks have caught up. No, I've actually feel like it's the first time I was like, oh, I can actually just keep going.
I'd actually be interested to see how your running times go with your mini cut that's happening.
Yeah, for the
I'd
weight-
imagine
the weight
that
drop.
you'd be better across the board.
Yeah, it will be interesting. I haven't lost a significant amount of weight yet, so I feel like I'd have to start. I feel like it'd have to be 2, 3, 4 kilos to start feeling
3,
like
4%?
I don't think 800 grams is gonna fucking. That's just a big shit. 800
Yeah.
grams.
A little bit
I love
dehydrated.
saying that in updates.
Big shit.
Whenever someone talks about like a singular weight spike, I'm like, don't worry, shoot that out tomorrow.
Yeah, you will.
That is 100%.
You will
that is
shit
my-
that out tomorrow. Like, yeah, legit. But just referring back to the hybrid thing, I was just like, it did actually triggered me a little bit. Because I was like, what is it to people, how people train? That's the thing that I don't understand. Because I would never, I feel like, for me, I got to the end of my power thing and I was done. I was just, but
Burnt out?
Pussy.
Colin Webb, man, he's still going. He's still getting stronger. He still loves it. Like, who the fuck is anyone to tell him that's wrong? Who's anyone to tell Fergus Crawley what he's doing is wrong? They're doing what the fuck they enjoy.
An armchair critic is they can say
They're
whatever
doing
they
what
want.
they enjoy.
Yeah.
What, like, that's what I don't get with all this shit. Like, what? Fuck, I sound a bit like Woodford now. Fucking
Maybe that's what we need.
That's
Getting
another
angry.
big highlight.
Woodford.
in general. In general. But no, yeah, who is
It sounds like he's back doing some fucking good lifting and shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he's
He's
push pull run
push, pull,
4.
run, push,
PPR
run,
4.
He's got the tattoo. I
October.
forgot. I didn't realize Angus had the tattoo as well.
Yeah, he got it on just the week before the last push pull run.
We got
couple
super-
highlights.
super fans.
Two
Two
strength
tattoos.
culture tats.
Yeah, who else is getting tattoos of their fucking
I love
brands?
that the two blokes that are branded with us is Woodford and Angus Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones that like
It's Australian S&C.
they're Aussie S&C, but they've also got the big like they like attack people and they got the big mouths. And
Yeah, they're just
fucking-
they're characters.
Yeah,
they're
big
characters
chirpers.
of Australian S&C. Like they're just
One thing I will both of them is they just fucking don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck what they
they just
say,
keep going.
who they piss off. I admire that.
I admire that.
Admire that.
Nice.
But yeah.
Any other highlights that we
I was going through the YouTube.
the nuggets, the trend nuggets was fucking hilarious.
We need to do the
Trend
hot
top.
wings. Well,
the Luke Lehman.
that period where we brought the TV in and
Oh, yeah, that was way too hard to set up. But we need to learn how to set it up
the
properly.
TV. What were we doing?
We were trying to do reaction videos. It
The
just
best
didn't
part-
fucking work.
Yeah.
Because there was no audio. How the fuck do they do that on Joe Rogan? How do they have that screen?
Gotta get a
there?
Jamie, man.
It's Joe Rogan.
Like,
Yo, Jamie, bring that up.
we need to work out how to. Surely there's a way we could do it.
Honestly, the best part of the podcast, not the best part, the great part, man, some of these thumbnails are fucking fantastic. That's so
Only
funny.
goes hard.
That's
Fucking
so
eggs.
funny. You got Hormozy and Charlie both wearing nasal strips next to each other. There's the zombie apocalypse, just Charlie's head around zombies.
That was the sardines one with Didier.
Sardines.
That was
yeah.
hilarious.
Didier was going to
What we're
bunk it
doing
down
in
with
Apocalypse.
sardines. And
We're starting TRT. It's Charlie next to a blurred vial. Fucking hell. Donny man, MVP.
It was good shit.
MVP.
What's the North Korean defector?
That was when we were talking
her
We're
name?
talking about what's her name?
This is Charlie smiling next to
Yeongmi
the North
Park,
Korean
yeah.
defector.
Yeongmi Park.
Yeonmi Park with the North Korean flag in the background.
Yeongmi Park, man, fucking North Korea is fucked. It's actually it's crazy that that place exists on this earth still like that.
Yeah. It's pretty hectic, isn't
It's
it?
pretty crazy.
There's
When you
some wild
actually
shit
think
out
about when you actually think about that, there's poverty obviously in the world, and there's some people that live in, but like that is like proper.
dramas.
What is it? Oppression, fucking.
Absolutely.
They're like
dictatorship.
Yeah, like fucking keep food from them so they're hungry and fucking like it's crazy to think that that's still
And
happening.
Dennis Rodman is mates with the dictator.
Yeah, doesn't he fly NBA players in?
I think
Dennis
he just
Rodman.
flies whoever that any public figure that would.
And they
be
got the
willing to
front
go.
set up so it looks all nice. And oh yeah, our supermarkets are full.
Those videos are eerie.
Yeah,
You
'cause
watch
it
like
looks
extreme
fake.
travel.
It looks fake.
Yeah, well, they set it up, and then it's just like all the people, like paid actors, apparently
Yeah.
in the areas they're allowed in. But then they just like let them walk past the empty shops that are fully stocked.
It's fucking weird.
It's very weird.
Wild.
Yeah.
Well, North Korea,
All right, we'll wrap it up here.
South Korea.
What a recap.
6. Yeah, I don't know. 6 weeks. So roughly 6 weeks ish. Mid-July, Dids will be back. I'll be here. Obviously, Charlie will soon to be returned. And then
Do a podcast with me.
yeah, we're gonna rip one.
International
No, we're
guest.
gonna definitely do one. We're definitely gonna do one on a
Greece.
Zoom. Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
Greece.
get Booz to call in from a Zoom in
topless and
fucking,
oiled up.
yeah, with a frappe.
We're hammered.
Where are you spending the big chunk? What island or where are you?
Fucking everywhere,
You're
man.
moving everywhere, aren't you? You're not.
I'm everywhere.
Oh, yeah?
I'm
Yeah.
everywhere.
Mate, you don't go there and just spend it. You fucking.
Doing Yithio, the Peloponneso,
Go around.
roads.
Go around.
Don't worry.
I really want to
Places.
run the marathon in marathon. The marathon.
The marathon.
Yeah, one day.
Get the Shanks condition.
That would be spiritual.
spiritual.
That's it.
Yeah, so I don't know, like 6-ish weeks or whatever, but we'll be launching hard with some guests. So let us know, because obviously the guest pool has significantly increased now. Let us know who you'd like us to have on, because we're open to some suggestions. We want people with cool stories, though.
Dennis Rodman.
People that have done some cool shit in health and fitness and strength training, powerlifting, hybrid, whatever, done events, crazy events. Yeah, we want to fucking Bugs.
Russ Cook.
Bugs. We want to fucking Bugs.
Bugs. Yeah, we just fucking cool people. So let us know, because we're going to start putting some feelers out and work
Russ
out the
Cook.
best way
We
to
should have
go
got. We
forward.
could have got Russ Cook. Fucking.
Not now. He's done.
He's done now. He's blown up. Too
Never
big.
say
He
never.
doesn't.
World's fastest geezer.
He's world's hardest geezer.
Hardest
He
geezer.
doesn't. Yeah, he's a bit more. I was listening to him. He's a bit more on the introverted side. So he said it's hard now coming back. Everyone knows who he is in England. And
He's the world's hardest geezer. Of course they know who he is.
the world's hardest geezer. Well, no, because what I didn't know about him was he'd done a few other fuck shit before the Africa thing.
That is the best sentence you've ever said. Hey, done a few other fuck shit.
What other
Dissect that.
He was the first person to run from Asia to Europe. So from Istanbul to England, London, wherever the fuck and he did that by himself. He literally just packed up one day, went with a hammock and like his.
How do you get across the water?
I think it's
To England?
an
island out there.
Get up the world map. He did it anyway. He did it, but he didn't that was didn't really post about it, talk about it. He just did it.
Yeah.
And then he did another one as well that was fucked. And then Africa was the big one where he's wanted to document it and make
fuck shit.
make it like a proper
fuck shit.
And he's blown up obviously, but it was pretty crazy listening to the story at the start. They had not much money. They got an investor that gave like £50,000 or whatever, but even then it was really difficult, getting the shit over to Africa, and some of the African countries are really, really, really corrupt. So even getting visas to run through them was really difficult, and yeah, it was interesting.
What's it on?
What? Oh, the podcast. I listened to him on the Diary of a CEO
Diary of
podcast.
CEO. Yeah, might suss it out.
Steve Bartlett.
Shouts out Diary of the CEO. We'll call it up there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for supporting us. Season 1 done. We'll be back season 2 after a little break. Ciao.
Break.
Again, that wraps up season 1. Thank you very much for supporting us and this podcast. We never expected it to have such a strong community behind it. It's fucking awesome. So thank you very much. Again, we're probably just going to take like a 6-week break, I think. We'll be looking to hit back about mid-July. So yeah, if you're interested in working with us, you can reach out through the links down below. We also have our novice comp coming up. It's about 15, 16 weeks away for September the 7th. If you're looking to step on the powerlifting platform for the first time, we would love to help you. So more information of the novice comp is also down below. But that's it. Thank you very much. We will see you in about 6 weeks.